Hello and welcome to another episode of your program Music Theory with Winklev. On this episode, we are going to be dwelling on the topic How to Count Basic Rhythm Part 2. As you could recall, on our last video, we treated How to Count Basic Rhythm Part 1, and we promised that we are going to come back with Part 2 of that episode, and that is what we are going to be dwelling on this particular episode. And without much ado, let's get on with it. As you can see on the board, How to Count Basic Rhythm 2. And like I told us, basic rhythm is all about how you count your beats in music. And we treated more of the music notes like crotchet, meaning, quaver, and brief or whole note. But on this episode, we are going to be combining the rest signs with these basic musical notes. So let's start with the first measure we have here. We are using the time signature of 4/4 beats, 4/4 time signature, which is 4 beats, 4 crotchet beats in a bar. So that means it moves in this form: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go on. As we have here, this is a meaning or a half note which has 2 beats, while this is a rest, a meaning rest, which equally has 2 beats. So for that reason, we are going to observe it appropriately. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What does that mean? That we are counting 2 beats for the meaning note and also 2 beats for the meaning rest. But in musical situation, this place is expected we are expected to be silent. So let me assign a note to this meaning. Let's assume this is on the key of C, so this will be your Do. Do, Do, Do. Remember, Do, Do, because the meaning or whole note is having 2 beats and its rest is equally having 2 beats. So in musical script, if you see something like this, you are meant to just sing or play on this particular note and observe your rest on this other note. You will just be silent, but you will still observe that same amount of time in your rest. So let's move on. The next bar, we have another measure which begins with a rest before the meaning or half note that we have there. So let's still take our beats one more time. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Even though this is one note, but I have to count it twice to indicate, to further emphasize the fact that it has 2 beats. If it was a note, it could go like this: Do, 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 Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. So that's just it. Or you can also say 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. 3. Do. I hope you're following, because the simple secret about this is that you're going to be using the value of the note. Like when we did note value, for those who did not watch, at the end of this video, I'm going to put a link to that video where we did note names and their values, so that you go and master the names of these notes and their values, how many beats each of them have. The same value a note has is the same value its rest has. The same value its rest has is the same value the note itself has. So if you see the rest, it's just telling you that if that note is having the value of 1 bit, you're going to observe a rest of 1 bit. If the note is having value of 2 bits, you're going to observe the rest of 2 bits. Likewise, if it is the proper note itself, you have to play or sing the note based on the number of beats it carries. So that's just the secret of it. But we are just doing the practical aspect so that you understand it much better. So let's move ahead. At this measure, we have a crotchet rest, and a meaning beat. Now remember, our beat is 4/4 time signature, which goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we are going to count it. We are going to try to interpret it. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You may ask, why did I count it the way I did? It's simply because this note is a crotchet, it has 1 beat, and this is a crotchet rest. So 2 of them are having 1 beat each. So that is 1, 2. Then this is a meaning, or a half note, and because it has 2 beats, it has to take the value of 2 beats in the measure. So that's why we have 1. But because this sign is a rest sign means the sign you see when you are expected to be silent in a song. You are not expected to sing anything or produce any sound, and for that reason I'm going to count it exactly the way it should go, by being silent at the rest sign. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Or you can also say 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. So at the second beat where we have a rest, I did not produce any sound. I was silent. But at the same time, I observed the measure, the value of beat there, the time frame that I would have used to pronounce that beat if it was a note that is meant to be pronounced. I still observe that time frame before moving ahead. So that is the secret. If your time signature is 4/4, then every movement should be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whether be it a rest or a proper note itself, it must go according to the beat, the time signature. So let's take it one more time. Okay, let's assign sulfur notes to this crotchet and meaning beats, just to give you a better idea for those who have a better knowledge of sulfur notation. Let's go. Our beat is 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, 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 do. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4. While this is a rest, where I always keep silent, this is 2 beats, where I count 3, 4. That's just how it works. So let's go to the final one. I hope we are understanding this. We have a crotchet rest or a quarter rest, a crotchet note, which is also a quarter note. Then we have a minim rest, which is also known as half rest. And we all know that half rest has 2 beats, or the value of 2 beats, just like half note itself, while the half crotchet or half rest is, or crotchet rest is 1 beat rest. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But because here is a rest, I'm not meant to count. 2, 2, 2, 2. So the only place that we are meant to pronounce something is at the second beat, while the third and fourth beat are silent. First beat is also silent, second beat has a note, then third and fourth beat are silent. So that is actually the basis of today's class, to emphasize on the rest signs, because the last episode we dealt on the note itself. We gave examples of how to pronounce the notes: crotchet, meaning, brief, semi-brief, quiver, and the rest. But we didn't, give examples of how to count the rest. So that is exactly what today's episode is all about, and I want to believe that you understand how it works. Everything is about the value of the note. If the value of the rest is 1, then you give it the value of 1 bit. If the value is 2 bits, you give it the value of 2 bits. If it's 3 bits, so like that, 4 bits. So let's do it for the last time. I'll first of all pronounce everything, then try to sing. Now observe it as a rest and be silent where necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2. That is it. So I hope you understand what we just did, and if there is any confusion or question you have regarding this episode of the program, feel free to send it through the comment section, and you can be sure of a very swift reply to put you through in that area. And also, like I said earlier, we are going to leave a link at the description of the previous class of this topic, how to count basic rhythm, and also that of how to identify notes and their values, so that you can join everything together and have a better understanding of this topic that we are treating. Also, I want to use the opportunity to enjoin those who are just watching this channel for the first time to do well and subscribe to the channel, like this video, share to your friends and family members. For those who are returning subscribers, welcome back. I hope you are getting value from this channel, and whatever you want to know in music, you are free to make that request through the comment section, and we'll do well to do a video on that aspect of music that you want to understand better or know more about. This is still your man Vinclef, always at your service, and we'll be coming back your way same time, same channel next week. And before then, bye bye.